I wanted to ask this question even though I don't like it. I think it's something, every time you have an opportunity to have dialogue like this, it's a great time to clear the air of issues like this. There is a series of posts from 2016 that I'm sure already has this question a lot of times, appeared to show some sort of favoritism to Trump's victory, that you are maybe hoping that it was some sort of hidden progressive. This has been used to smear you online in all kinds of manners and ways. So, what do you have to say about those posts?
There's a lot of things about those posts that people don't necessarily know, and there is a narrative that has been framed to say that I'm a Trump supporter, and I'm like, how the hell did they get that one snapshot and say I'm a Trump supporter? What I did, and like many of us did during the autopsy of 2016, is we go through that mourning process, try to figure out what the hell happened, what went wrong, and you look for a voice of reason. And in that process, I posted some things that echoed the message of Bernie Sanders. It wasn't enough for Nancy Pelosi to say, we're going to work with this guy. It wasn't enough for Chuck Schumer to say, we're going to work with this guy. It was Bernie Sanders that say, I think we can work with this guy to hold him accountable to what he said he was going to do for the populist message of Medicare for all and bringing jobs back to this country. I did that in response of echoing the message of Bernie Sanders that we're going to work with this person. And somehow those messages have been misconstrued to say that I did something that I never did. And in my own mannerism, my own hyperbolic, sarcastic ways, and my own resentful ways, like, God damn it, we're going to have to work with this guy, I posted some things that have been taken out of context. I have answered that time and time again. I'm not afraid to answer it because I know who I am. I know what I said. Only I, the person who published that, can say what really happened. And those people who are spreading these rumors, this type of message, are the very same ones who won't be in this room with me, who won't be held accountable to what they're doing, to answer for the things that they have said as recently as a year ago, of being a union buster, of someone who ran an organization and took a huge pay of $140,000 a year in a non-profit corporate system, while she employed people at $40,000 a year with no health care, and when people complained, she fired them. When people came and said, there's some sexual harassment going on, she fired them and protected the person who was committing those specific issues. And that person is not here today, but when I came here, I was told she was in the area, in the room, and she left. And maybe y'all can speak to that.
Yeah, me and Adrian were having lunch earlier. We were here around 12:30, and we were trying to organize this as a sort of two people Q&A where we could compare the candidates directly. I thought that would be the best for the voters to just have you guys here talk from coming from your own mouth, from your own words, and both of you defend your positions. She said that she didn't have the time, that it conflicted. But as Adrian can also testify, she was there having lunch. She was here having lunch.
Yeah, sitting right next to us. I don't think she recognized us, and the minute that Sema's crew showed up, she got on her phone and walked out.
So, what I say to people is, those posts have been taken out of context too. The people who have already supported and endorsed our campaign know who we are, know where we stand. And they wouldn't be putting their name on the line for me, for our campaign, for what it stands for what it represents, if they did not truly believe where I was coming from. So when we have someone like Nina Turner, Josh Fox, Polka Marquez, who's the city councilwoman in San Marcos, coming out and supporting our campaign because they know that's a smear, they know that's a lie, because they know the true content of my character, and the people in our community with Black Lives Matter Houston endorsing our campaign is because they know exactly who I am before 2016 and after 2016.
For the record, will you say who Nina Turner is?
Nina Turner is Senator Nina Turner from Ohio. She is the national surrogate of Bernie Sanders. She is a powerhouse. She is the woman I look up to besides my mom and my abuela. She is a powerhouse, and when she endorsed our campaign, she considered all the factors and all the things. But she endorsed our campaign because she believes in me, in my message, in what we're doing, what we're building as a community, as coalitions. And she is the most outspoken revolutionary leader of this progressive movement and someone who I hope Bernie Sanders picks as his vice president. Once he gets the nomination, because he will get the nomination.
You're asked to promise us one thing: when you become senator, you're going to come back and visit us, please.
God, I even said I might move here because I love
Yes.
it. But then I also said I'm going to live where I am now in Pasadena and Houston in the East End because that is my community. And for me to represent my community, my people, and be connected in every way is important. So I will come back to El Paso. I will come back to this place, Cafe Mayapan, which when I came here was in 2018, and I keep coming back because the people, the environment, the food, y'all are such a loving community and a direct reflection of what this movement is about. This isn't about one person. This is about the policies, it's about what you represent and what you want. And I want people to go and vote for themselves, vote for people they don't know, for our ancestors, our families who brought us here to this country para sacarnos adelante. It's our duty to fight for their freedom as much as ours and the freedom of future generations that are going to be impacted by the climate crisis and by income inequality in healthcare. We need to show up to the polls and vote for their future just as much as we're voting for those who brought us into this country.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.